าหลีใต้ทำให้คนหันมาตระหนักถึงความสำคัญของการอ่านและการศึกษาได้อย่างไรนะคะมาค้นหากุญแจกลยุทธ์สู่ความสำเร็จดอกนี้กันนะคะกับการบรรยายพิเศษในหัวข้อกลยุทธ์เพื่อการพัฒนาห้องสมุดและการส่งเสริมการอ่านในเด็กและเยาวชนของประเทศเกาหลีใต้โดยคุณซุกยืนลีผู้บริการห้องสมุดสำหรับเด็กและเยาวชนจากประเทศเกาหลีใต้ค่ะ
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and all distinguished guests. I first would like to thank Mr. Tasanae Umpisek for inviting me to this wonderful conference and give an opportunity to present Korean library development and reading promotion of youth in front of Thai friends. I'm so happy to learn a lot from other speakers through this conference. Today, I'll talk to you about how library development and reading promotion efforts helped children and young adults read books more with Korea's case. Okay. As you know, the Republic of Korea is located in between China and Japan. It was once one of the poorest countries in the world by early 1960s with a mere $60 of its per capita GNP. But Korea has transformed itself from a country which received international aid to a donor country which helps other poor countries. Korea is believed to be the only country which achieved democratization and industrialization together with the economic success among the nations becoming independent after World War II. Behind such success is Korean people's strong drive for education. A new college entrance exam was introduced in the middle of the 1990s, and it valued reading. As a result, more and more Koreans realize early reading skills have a significant influence on children throughout their whole lives. With the growing awareness of the early reading, the desire of communities to build up children's services has become stronger as well. Such awareness of reading prompts people to want more new libraries near their places, which led to Miracle Libraries project led by MBC, which is one of the major broadcasting companies in Korea in 2003. The program played a key role in building children's libraries and a lot of small libraries nationwide, which had been mostly funded by the private sector. Such movement and atmosphere contributed to generating interest from central and local government in Korea. In 2003, the government announced a comprehensive development plan for library and a comprehensive revitalization plan for school libraries. The main purpose of the two plans are to raise access to libraries and to improve the environment of libraries. The Korean government revised the Library Act to establish more public libraries and close the digital divide in 2006. The School Library Promotion Act was enacted in 2006 too, which included legal and institutional support, such as funding for building more school libraries and hiring more school librarians. With that end, the acts contributed to further improving the library's environment. At the same time, the government enacted a Reading Culture Promotion Act, which included mandating the establishment of the Reading Culture Promotion Basic Plan, requiring local government to provide the equal reading education and defining roles that communities, schools, and companies play in promoting reading. Thanks to these efforts, the number of public libraries has increased 740 in 2010 from 430 in 2001. The number of school libraries rose from about 8,000 in 2002 to 11,000 in 2010. The number of small libraries skyrocketed to around 3,300 in 2010 from 130 in 2005. The number of collections which public libraries hold has doubled, and the number of school library collections has increased nearly 2.5 times over the last 8 years. As for the number of school librarians, it has quadrupled from about 160 in 2002 to 680 in 2009. The number of public librarians increased from about 1,900 to 3,050 in the same period. Efforts made by central and local government led to remarkable library development, focusing on quantity aspect. But we began to realize libraries should be equipped with professional librarians, quality collection development, and excellent reading programs to satisfy library users' high demand. In order to enhance quality aspect of children's services, the National Library of Korea established the National Library for Children and Young Adults in 2006. As a representative children's library in Korea, the NSCY showed readership to children's librarians, providing continuing education programs and reading promotion programs for better children's services. Let me introduce some of our major education programs and reading programs. According to the statistics from the Korean government, children and young adults account for over 50% of all public library users, and 51% of all loaned books are children's books. This figure indicates children's services are one of the most important parts of public services. As you know, three major components of the library are librarian, building, and collection. Among them, librarian is responsible for 70% of being a successful library. But in Korea, only a few library and information science departments of the universities offer 2 or 3 subjects related to children's services. As a result, graduates who do not have in-depth knowledge and understanding of children's services enter the workforce as children's librarians at public libraries. Under such circumstances, continuing education programs are urgently needed for librarians who serve children to acquire professionalism. In order to design the CEP, the NSCY first surveyed to identify what children's librarians wanted to learn. In addition, we conducted a task analysis of children's librarians. Based on the result of the survey and the task analysis, the courses were designed around the key areas like children's books, reading promotion programs, and communication with skills with children. We developed 9 courses such as understanding children's books, programming for children, in-depth reading of picture books, and communicating with the children, and so on. We first ran the 9 classroom courses at the NSCY. Each course lasts for 5 days. We have replaced all classroom courses with online courses because they are more effective to librarians who find it difficult to take part due to location and time constraints. In addition, we have offered short-term practical workshops to make up weaknesses of e-learning programs. There are 3 types of the CP. You can see the scene. The picture on your left side is the classroom course. The right side is the e-learning program. The last one is workshop scene. According to the program satisfaction survey in 2010, the course gave them general background and knowledge of children's services. It helped librarians get acquainted with the children's books and provided guidelines on how to analyze and select children's resources. It gave them confidence when planning and learning reading programs for children, as well as better communication skills with the children. It clearly showed noticeable progress compared to 5 years ago, when children's librarians often complained of lack of professionalism. Let me taunt several reading programs we create and distribute to public libraries and school libraries. The program called Reading Books with the Library was designed to promote reading among underprivileged children. The purpose of the program is to break the vicious circle of poverty by improving their literacy and reading skills and acquiring self-learning skills. We select 90 public libraries and annually provide each participating library with $3,500 of funding for this program. The budget is spent on purchasing books for the participants and hiring instructors. Librarians and instructors visited the local children's welfare centers or child care centers once a week, where they learn reading programs and post reading activities for children in need. Generally, they lag behind in class and struggle in their language development. Also, they tend to show some characteristic problems, being very shy or violent. In the beginning of the program, children did not show any interest in reading and did not listen to librarians. However, they changed gradually over time. They started to show interest in reading, loved to be in the program, and even enjoyed school life. They became more optimistic, and their social skills improved at the same time. The program resulted in many positive changes in underprivileged children. This is a testimonial from one of participating children. When I first heard the reading therapy, I thought it was stupid because I was not sick. When I asked, why do I need to take reading therapy? The librarian told me, it is good for broadening your horizon and it stimulates your mind. We read together and did some fun activities. I didn't like the class activities when it first started. The reading instructor was very patient with me, so my interest in reading has slowly grown. Now, I find myself very interested in reading and feel like I have more self-esteem. Before I was afraid to read aloud in class, but now I enjoy reading aloud in school. This is another one. At first, I was very nervous when I took the reading class. Soon, my reading skills improved a lot, and I found many interesting books. Also, I could continue reading even at school and home. The program serves as an opportunity for librarians to think about their jobs from a different perspective. Multilingual population, we have produced multilingual storytelling content of some of Korean picture books and Asian children's books in partnership with the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. We select quality children's books, and the Wisconsin University does the translation process. These picture books are translated into English, Thai, Vietnamese, Mongolian, and Chinese. They are turned into storytelling animation DVDs to make children more involved and distribute to public libraries and multicultural centers. They are also freely available at the library website. So far, we have developed 150 titles of storytelling books and plan to make 130 more each year. Many public libraries utilize our multilingual storytelling content in learning storytelling programs for multicultural users. Let me show you how it works at our website. This is a multilingual storytelling program. Let's go to the home page. We translate into Korean, Vietnamese, Thai, Mongolian, Chinese, and Philippine. Let's go to Thai. This is the one of storytelling program. Let's go. We finally reached. Yeah, this is the storytelling. Let's go to Thai.
왜 긴팔 원숭이는 후아라고 우는가?
You
친구들
can find
안녕.
the subscript.
왜 긴팔 원숭이는 후아라고
online.
우는가 이야기를 해주겠어요. 어느 날 그 시대의 위대한 왕에게는 산타코롬이라고 하는 아들이 있었어요. 그 시대에는 종교적 운둔자들이 많이 있었는데 북쪽 지방의 숲에 살고 있는 운둔자가 그 중에서도 가장 지혜로웠지요. 왕은 왕자에게 그 지혜로운 종교적 운둔자에게 가르침을 받고 오라고 하였어요. 왕은 왕자에게 그 운둔자를 잘 모시고 그가 하라는 것은 무엇이든지 순종해야 한다고 주의를 주었어요. 왕자는 떠날 채비를 하고 왕 앞에 무릎을 꿇어 축복 기도를 받았지요. 기도를 끝낸 왕은 다시 한번 왕자에게 운둔자의 말에 꼭 순종해야 한다고 당부하였어요. 그렇지 않으면 왕과 왕자가 사랑하는 사람들을 잃을 수도 있다고 하였지요. 왕자는 코끼리를 타고 하인들과 북쪽 숲으로의 긴 여행 끝에 운둔자가 살고 있는 곳에 도착하였어요. 왕자는 모든 하인들을 다시 성으로 돌려보내고 코끼리도 숲속에 자유롭게 풀어주었지요. 지혜로운 운둔자와의 고독한 생활이 시작된 것이지요. 운둔자는 왕자와 함께하며 그에게 세상 사람들이 알지 못하는 많은 것에 대해 알려주었어요. 긴 시간이 지나고 세상과 동떨어진 곳에 살며 왕자는 외로움에 지쳐가기 시작했어요. 그때 운둔자가 알고 지내던 슬기로운 현자의 아내.
Did you enjoy it? Let me give the PK part, the DVDs on this later, okay? 이거 화면 바꿔야지. Let's move to another program. In order to give strong motivation to children to read more, we developed the reading bank book system. The system used the RFID chip attached to every item of the NSCY's collection and each reader. It looks like an automatic teller machine. The reading bank books enables children to keep track of the data about what, when, and how many books they have read. After we introduced this program, they tend to visit more often and stay longer at the library in order to set more reading record on their bank book. They regard it as their important asset. Needless to say, it motivates children to enjoy reading a lot. Many libraries implement this system in Korea. The summer reading class in public libraries contributes to promoting reading among children. We support public libraries in various ways so that the summer reading class can be run in an effective way. For example, first, we hold a reading class workshop targeting children's librarians twice a year free of charge, which helps to develop professionalism of children's librarians. Second, NSCY developed the reading class operation manual and distribute the manual to public libraries across the nation. Third, we create a program promotional poster and distribute it to public libraries. First, the directors of the National Library of Korea and the NSCY awards have been granted to students who complete the summer reading class with excellent results. The Minister of Culture, Sports and Tourism awards are given to 30 outstanding librarians who display strong readership. Thanks to these efforts, the number of students who take part in the reading class has increased every year. In 2010, 15,338 students took part in the reading class program, which showed a gradual progress from 10,829 in 2003 and 12,831 in 2009. This is the poster for reading class. Another program is Reading Playground. It is designed to bring books alive to children. We developed the program in cooperation with the Korean National University of Arts. It integrates both reading and performing a play. Under the guidance of librarians or instructors, children are encouraged to freely act out the stories of the book which they read. Often they use props such as puppets or costumes. This program is seen as more effective in giving an opportunity for children to experience the enjoyment of reading and unleash their imagination than writing a review or drawing a picture after reading. This program has led to various positive effects. It inspires the children to read more and makes the library a more inviting and attractive place to visit. Some children told me that they started to enjoy reading after the participation in the program. Before that, they had thought reading was quite a boring activity. Also, some parents told me that their kids has become keen to go to the library. These are all good signs that children can discover the joy of reading. Also, it improves their reading and vocabulary skills and cultivates children's creativity. It helps to transform children from passive readers or listeners to active players as well. The program has become one of the most popular programs in public libraries, so more and more librarians want to introduce the program in their libraries and attend the reading playground workshop to get better operation skills. Now, I'll show you some part of the reading playground operation manual.
Let's introduce ourselves. First, say what your name is and what your favorite bread is. Next, roll the ball to another friend. Then the person who receives the ball does the same thing, saying their name and their favorite bread.
This is
Let me give an example.
an
My name
instructor
is Kang Hye-jung,
demonstrates
and I like fresh
how the
cream
reading
bread.
playground program
My
is
name is
learned
Sook
for
Hyeun,
children.
and I like bread with strawberry jam. Can you see all those things over there? Do you like making puppets?
Yes, I like it.
I'm sure you will like it. Even if you haven't done it before, don't worry about it. I can help you. We are going to make our own creative puppet. This is our mission today, acting out the story of the cloud bread. Come on, guys. Can you see this?
Teacher, I read it.
I know some of you have already read this book before, but some others haven't. So those who have already read the book need to pay more attention to what characters are saying and what they are doing. We need this to be ready for the play. Now, let's read this book together. Oh, I'm late. It's rainy. Then it's easy to get stuck in a traffic jam. I'm in a hurry. I will skip the breakfast. Let's talk about characters and places. When you finish your sketch, you can color in it. You can use color pencils or color papers to decorate it. Once you have done your work, please display it on the stage, okay? Now, let's talk about your role in the play.
I am a cat.
I can see you.
I am a cat.
Hey guys, look at me. Do you know who is talking now between the two cats?
Both.
Mommy? It's really hard to tell when both cats are moving. So only move when you talk. Otherwise, it will make the audience very confused. Do you get it? Now, we are going to act out the special story about the cloud bread. This is really special for us. We have made puppets and prepared for the play for 1 hour. Please enjoy our great play.
The cloud bread.
The cloud is hanging on the tree.
Wow, that's cloud.
I think something very exciting will happen to me today.
Let's take this cloud bread to our dad.
Hey Dad, it is cloud bread.
Thank you, guys. Oh, what's going on? I'm flying.
Let's go to work, Dad. After eating the cloud bread, the dad gets to work on time. You can make sequels to display with your family. Do you have a good time today?
Yes.
Now bring your puppets here and say thank you to the audience.
Okay. Let me move to the reading program for the lesson. The program called Library Adventure by Bookworms ages 13 to 18 is designed to promote reading among teenagers. Teenagers are more influenced by their peer groups rather than parents or teachers. That's why we make teenage bookworm readers consisting of 800 students from school book clubs in the country. They play a reading role in creating the reading list, which appeals to other teenagers. Based on their reading experience, bookworm readers recommend books for their friends according to 9 themes that young adults are interested in, such as my future, sex and love, friends, and so on. We produced a poster of the reading list featuring cartoons personally drawn by young adults and distribute it to school libraries. To encourage students to read listed books, annually 40 middle and high schools are selected to learn the program, and each school is given $2,000 our financial support. Half of the budget is spent on purchasing the books, and the rest is spent on learning a wide variety of reading programs. The online community is also launched to enhance interaction among participants, where they post book reviews or share different post-reading programs. Thanks to the program, a growing number of school librarians and teachers provide customized reading counseling to students by referring to the book list, and students came to the school libraries more often. The 2010 National Reading Statistics indicates that reading promotions and library development efforts made by the government and the private sector finally paid off. According to the statistics, library visits by adults increased 2.6% compared to the previous year, while library visits by elementary and secondary students soared 12.6% to 65.1% year on year. Children and young adults reading rate recorded the highest level after the statistics was first conducted in 1993. Major factors behind the increase are an improved environment of children's services, such as renovated children's rooms in public libraries, and building more public libraries, children's libraries, small libraries, and school libraries. In school, in particular, library visit by elementary and secondary students recorded the biggest level last year. In schools, morning reading program is another contributing factor to increase the reading rate. With more than half of all middle and high schools implementing the morning reading program, students who take part in the program read 20.3 books each semester, while those who not take part read only 11.8 books. It clearly confirms that the morning reading program has been effective to develop youth reading habits and motivate them to read more. I conclude my talk with an interesting story. When a book titled Miraculous Learning in Library was published in 2005, it came as a surprise to Korean society, where families spend a huge amount of money on private education. The author was talking about her experience, how successfully she educated her children without any help of private education, but by taking advantage of libraries. She went to Paris to study art history with her 6-year-old daughter, who could not speak one of French. Her daughter was able to fully understand French in 18 months later by attending a storytelling program every day at a public library. After she came back to Korea, she brought a second daughter who had struggled speaking Korean to a public library and read the books to her daughter. Later, without much difficulties, her daughter learned Korean. After positive experience at the library, now she and her daughter start every month by checking library programs they want to join. When they have difficulties understanding basic theories or concepts of a certain subject, they together read the subject-related children's books instead of relying on workbooks. She admitted that making the most of libraries itself can be the best teacher and praised the library as one of the best educational institutions. This story makes us think of roles of the library. I'm sure if the government builds more libraries for the desirable reading environment and professional librarians provide service to satisfy the needs of users, we can raise children as our nation's future, like Bill Gates saying that a local library helped him become who he is today. Thank you for your attention. And if you allow me to show the DVDs on our library for 4 minutes.
Every step, laden with dreams, contributes to a bright future. The National Library for Children and Young Adults, NLCY, helps children fill their future with dreams and hopes. The NLCY is a center of knowledge and information where children and young adults reach their potentials. Since its opening on June 28, 2006, the NLCY, with a collection of 400,000 volumes, has focused on providing information services and various activities for children, young adults, librarians, and children's book authors. Now the NLCY is truly acting as an institution to meet the needs of children and young adults. The NLCY boasts 6 resource rooms, where library users enjoy quality information services in a pleasant and modern environment. Also, it acts as a model library with a variety of reading promotion programs, including storytelling, play with reading, and book fairs. Its proud foreign language children's collection room serves as a small global village, enabling children to learn different cultures across the globe and acquire international perspectives. The research materials room is also a wide and deep information treasure trove, only available in the NLCY, where personal collections donated by famous children's authors and academic and professional resources about children and young adults are collected. In addition, areas designed for cultural and academic activities and events open freely to the public further adds to the recognition of the library. At the forefront of promoting the development of libraries for children and young adults, the NLCY is marching forward with the following 4 objectives. First, the NLCY takes the initiative for the improvement of services to children and young adults. It plays a role as the central institution for libraries for children and young adults by deploying various reading promotion projects, providing many different training courses for strengthening the capabilities of children's librarians, and offering cyber education programs to widen training opportunities for the librarians. Second, the NLCY strategically focuses on the development of its collections. It establishes the collection development system through standardized management of children's resources and offers library users quality information and knowledge through the systematic collection and expanded resources. Third, the NLCY seeks to provide world-class information and children's services. Furthermore, it develops outreach programs to help underprivileged children from low-income and multicultural families who are deprived of necessary information services, trying to narrow the digital gap. Fourth, the NLCY plays an important role as a gateway for collaboration among libraries inside and outside of Korea. The NLCY realizes the advancement of libraries for children and young adults in Korea by establishing cooperation systems with major foreign libraries and related international organizations, as well as libraries in Korea. Bringing imagination and creativity to children's lives, the NLCY helps children to envision their future, full of hopes, dreams, knowledge, and wisdom. It will brighten the future of children, young adults, and the whole generation.
Thank you. Thank you so much.